Hello, friends, and welcome to Empower You 2 podcast. I'm your host, Natasha Paris, and I'm excited because you are in the building with me. You can be anywhere in the world, but you have chosen to be here with me, and I am so humbled and appreciative. Let me tell you about this show. Each and every single week, we continue to empower you to greatness that is truly going to help you, whether you are a person that have experienced a heartbreak, have gone through a divorce, or have endured levels of trauma of any kind, or you're just a person trying to rebuild their life and themselves, and now you are finally ready to live a life full of abundance, joy, and peace, then this show is for you. So with that said, thank you again for being here. I am extremely grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you because together we are empowered for greatness. You ready? Let's go. Hello, my friends, and welcome to Empower You 2 podcast. I am your girl and your local mental health therapist expert here to share some information that can potentially change the trajectory of your life. And let's get into it. Episode 73. I am your girl, Natasha Paris, and I am super excited, as always, to come before you to really talk about something that I am really focused on as I just celebrated a birthday. Super excited about that. Had an amazing time. And one of the things, as we all, right, we're not getting any younger unless you're Benjamin Button. If you haven't seen that movie, you better go see it. It's so good. So good. If you are a human being, you are getting older every day. And it's so important for us to look at our health and our lifestyle and say, what do I want for my life? And the biggest thing that you should want is a healthy lifestyle, my friends, a healthy lifestyle. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about in episode 73 is tips on maintaining a healthy weight and a healthy lifestyle. Things that you need to do to incorporate, right, into your daily routine. In addition, this should be something that should not be something because you want to just lose weight to get into that phenomenal, sexy, amazing dress, but because you want to look good. But not only look good, you want to feel good, most importantly. You want to feel good and you want to be in a place where you have levels of endurance. You want to be in a place where you are controlling all of the other external factors. When I say external, I'm talking about genetic dispositions, right? Things like high blood pressure, it runs in our family, or high cholesterol because of a cultural or race perspective, like those things, right? Things that oftentimes plague certain ethnic groups or cultures or families, right? And so it's so important for us to understand what we're working with, but really make it a major, major priority for us to maintain a healthy weight and a healthy lifestyle. So let's talk about it. Okay, so what is considered to be a healthy weight? Well, what we know for sure, I mean, there are like the charts that when you go to the doctor, they're like, if you are 5 feet, you should not be more than 120 pounds. I think that's what it is. But as African Americans, we tend to have more hips, we tend to have more derriere, right? And that saying, you're a little big boned in, right? And so I think that chart may not be really, catered towards us, but I think that oftentimes we really take it to the next level. We're like, oh, that's a European chart and it doesn't work for us. But we get to a place where we're just doing it the most, right? We are eating whatever we want to eat and we're just big boned in. Okay, well, so what is considered to be a healthy weight? How do you determine a healthy weight? Okay, well, I use this. This is the adult body mass, which is also known as the BMI, the adult body mass index, which helps you determine, where you are. So it looks at your fat that is on your body. Okay, so according to the BMI chart, right, if you fall under the weight range of less than 18.5 fat, you're underweight. Okay, 18.5. That means you find that a lot of athletes or bodybuilders, they get in the single digits when it comes to fat on their body. I'm actually striving towards that. But then also 18.5 to 24 is considered to be healthy weight, which means the amount of fat that is surrounding your muscles and your bones. Okay. However, if your BMI is 25 to 29 or higher, it falls under the category of being overweight. All right. So it's looking at your BMI, and BMI is more important, I think, right? More than the actual scale, because what happens is that if you are pretty muscular, muscles are heavier than fat. So you may be 5'4", but you are so solid and you're so muscular that when you get on the scale, it says that you are 170 pounds or 160 pounds. And you might think, oh my gosh, I'm so overweight. But no, my friend, when you really look at it and you look at your BMI, if your BMI is 17, 16, even in the single digits, oh yeah, you're pretty good. That means you have a lot of muscle. So that is the determining factor when we talk about healthy body mass. That is really looking at the mass of muscle that is on your body. So my friends, as you're listening to this, I don't want you to focus on the scale. Go and get a BMI index reading. Okay, you can look it up. There's several locations, nutritional stores where they may have the BMI index weight, where you can hold on to it, and it evaluates your fat surrounding your muscles as well as your bones. So that is super important. Okay. All right. So let's get into it when we're talking about tips. When we're talking about tips to managing and also maintaining a healthy weight and a healthy lifestyle, there's some things that I personally, right, as a single mom, as a mother of two, they're teenagers, as a entrepreneur, as a girlfriend, right, as a caregiver to my mom, I'm always running. And so despite my busy schedule, I make it a priority that I do these things to support all of what it is that I'm talking about, right? So let's get into it. Maintaining a healthy weight and lifestyle involves a combination of things, my friends, okay? And if you don't have a pen and paper, I suggest you get one now, or you go to your notes section in your phone and you take some notes, okay? Because this is going to be something that you're going to do now. You're going to start it as soon as we're done with this podcast episode. And the reason why I'm saying this is because and of course, Empower You 2 podcast is all about giving you tangible techniques, golden nuggets that you can utilize immediately. I'm not talking about something that you do tomorrow or next week. I'm talking about do it today, right? There's nothing like the present, okay? So it really involves a combination of a balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, adequate sleep, and managing stress. Okay, so let's talk about it. My personal trainer, Dennis, beast mode always, right? So I'm giving you a shout out. He really, and I've talked about this in several episodes, and I talked about the 5 powerful factors, the 5 powerful factors that really contribute to maintaining a healthy lifestyle and a healthy weight. Okay. The first thing is, he said that it is so important for everyone to have a balanced diet, right? So that's number 1, a balanced diet, which means that you're focusing on eating a variety of whole foods, such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein. You have to have protein in every meal that you have. Okay. You have to have lean protein because lean protein is what builds muscle. Okay. Protein such as your meats or your fish. Okay. Or, quinoa, that's 100% protein. Okay. So you want to have that, and you want to limit processed foods like those sugary sodas. Oh my gosh, there's so much sugar in soda, right? And even some of these fruit juices, if you look at the ingredients, it may have 54 grams of sugar in that cranberry juice. Okay. And high fat snacks. Okay, let's talk about it. Those snacks, I love to snack, but I have to watch my snacks, right? Several granola bars, right? You're thinking that's healthy, but it has a lot of sugar, right? Not just that, potato chips, cookies, cakes, desserts, ice cream, right? Okay, I can go on, and I'm making myself a little hungry because I love snacks. But I have to be very conscientious, and I need you to be. So when we're talking about a balanced diet, you should, as my trainer, Dennis, says, you should have 5 meals a day. Okay, I must talk about it. 5 meals a day. What does that look like? Having a balanced breakfast, having a balanced lunch that includes a protein, right? And also having a balanced dinner. In addition, you should have 2, and we like the snacks, so we're going to put the snacks in there, but we're going to put 2 nutritional snacks. So after breakfast, you may say, I want a snack before my lunch. So that's the second, or that's the extra meal. And then you might want to have a snack after dinner or before dinner. And that can be a Greek yogurt. That can be, a fruit. That can be almonds. Things that are just a handful that just helps your metabolism continue and rev up, right? Because when our metabolism is revving up, that means that it's breaking down the food. What happens is that we're breaking down fat. Okay. So when we're talking about 5 meals a day, we're talking about it from a perspective that those small snacks are not a whole meal. It really is not a whole meal. And you should not be eating after 7:30 at night. I'm going to say that again. I'm talking to myself. You should not be eating after 7:30 at night. And your major carbs, like your rices and pastas and potatoes and carbs, all of that stuff should be taken. Like you should eat that for lunch. Have your big carbs for lunch. And then at night or at dinner time, you have a salad and a protein, or a vegetable and a protein. Like, for example, it could be broccoli with some grilled salmon. Yes, with some lemon squeeze on top. Ooh, very good. All right. So that should be your protein, right? And so that's what I'm sharing with you. That's the first, a balanced diet, right? We want to lessen the sugar. We want to increase the protein, and we want to increase the meals, 5 meals a day. The second is, it is so important for you to stay hydrated. That means you should intake close to half your body weight of water. So to make it very simple, if you are 100 pounds, you should digest 50 ounces, not pounds, 50 ounces of water a day. If you work out, add 20 more. So that's 70 to 75 ounces of water a day. It is so important for you to stay hydrated. Why? Because drinking plenty of water throughout the day sometimes can help with the feelings of hunger. And also, it is actually, when you're hungry, it's actually, right, your body's way of saying it needs hydration. That's another thing. When you're hungry, it lets you know that your body needs some hydration. So drinking water helps to support your organs. It supports your skin. And your body is made up of close to about 60 to 70% water. And so it's important for you to replenish what has been lost through tears, through sweat, through urination, all of that stuff. Okay. Saliva, all of those things make the body continue to move. So it's important to drink water. Some like the taste of water. There's like the really, you can make it taste a little better and add some some vitamins to it. I can't suggest that to you because I don't know, because I like just regular water. I really do. I love the taste of water, especially during the day. Like, I'm drinking water is my happy place. Okay. All right. The third one is regular exercise, my friends. It is so important for you to aim for at least 150 minutes. Okay. So that is 60 minutes or, an hour and 20 minutes, at least 4 times a week. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to get yourself into a vigorous mode, which is you're causing the most important muscle in your body, your heart, to really move and beat and pump blood throughout your body. So you want to get that muscle active, right? And it is so important. It is so important that you work out at least 4 times a week. Right? And not just cardio. You want to incorporate weight training, strength training for that matter. All right? Because the thing is, as we get older, our bones become fragile. That's just a given. Okay. So you want to build muscle around your bones. So it's so important for you to be in a place where you are not only burning fat, but you're building muscle. And how do you do that? By strength training, right? And so don't be afraid to pick up the 5, the 10, the 20, and even the 30, 40 pounds, but you want to work for it. And when you're working out, as my trainer will often say, focus on that particular body movement and that area, right? You want to connect mind and body. You don't want to just lift the weights with no connection to the mind. You want to be intentional on that specific muscle, whether it's your quads, whether it is your biceps. You want to focus on that, constantly squeezing. And what you will find is that you will not be in the gym for a whole 3 years and not see results, okay? So if you're focusing on that actual area, then you will begin to see results a lot faster. When I say faster, you'll begin to see toneness. You'll begin to see lots of strength in those areas. And again, do not be afraid to lift weights, because oftentimes, particularly women, they often say, I don't want to be a bodybuilder, so I don't want to lift weights. That's silly. That's silly. Look at Angela Bassett. She looks amazing. She's 65 and she looks like she's 40. If you haven't seen her, you better take a look. Okay. All right. So you're building this frame, you're building this shape, and it also helps you to feel strong. So you're not crying for someone to open up that peanut butter top or that pickle top because you're like, I can't do it. Okay, so come on now. All right, so we want to work out. Another is number 4 is, and I have to stress this, is that it's so important for you to get enough sleep. Get enough sleep, my friends. Get enough sleep. Everyone should get at least 6 or more hours of sleep. 6 or more. If you're getting less than 6 hours of sleep, your body cannot repair itself, especially if you started exercising, you started working out, right? You have a busy work schedule. It's important for you to sleep. right? That is the time that the body repairs itself. And it's important for you to be in that place where you're in repair when you're asleep. Because when you don't sleep, guess what happens? It comes out in your behaviors. You're easily irritated. You're easily stressed out. You become more anxious, more worrisome, which can then lead to depression. And you know, as a licensed clinician, I speak about this so often because one of the things that I know is that when my clients are having an increase in symptoms, I often ask, when's the last time you got good sleep? And what I will find, their answer is usually, about a week ago or a month ago. I'm like, okay, that's why. So it's important for you to get enough sleep, my friends. And I know this as a mom, as an entrepreneur, running my own business, around the world, talking about mental health and emotional wholeness. It is so important for you to understand what you're working with, and sleep helps to repair that. Number 5, and my last tip is it's important to manage your stress. I can't stress this enough. Like, all these 5 points are super, super important. But stress is it's a silent killer. I'm going to say that again, my friends. It's a silent killer. Chronic stress can lead to emotional eating and weight gain. There are so many people on this planet who are emotional eaters because it's their comfort zone. And when they're stressed, they eat more. And some people, when they're stressed, they eat very less. Okay. So you have to practice stress reducing activities like yoga, meditation. Well, you should be already meditating because I have my mindful meditation and affirmation series within this podcast. So look it up. It should be the episode before this one. Okay. In addition, I want you to focus on progress and not perfection. Because what I often find is people who are in that C-suite executive position, they are looking to be perfect. The clients that I provide support for, they are looking for things to be so perfect. And I want you to know, no one's perfect. Jesus really strived for perfection and he got there, right? But no one else was able to do that. I want you to strive for progress, doing more than what you did the day before or the year before. And that should be celebrated, not perfection. And also, if you don't manage your stress, you will not see the results of a healthy and maintained weight. I'm going to say that again. If you don't manage your stress, it's going to be very difficult for you to maintain a healthy weight or for you to gain the results that you're looking for, whether it's building muscle, whether it's losing weight, whether it is looking good in your clothes. Stress is a silent killer, and I'm going to say that again. It can lead to so many variations of physical ailments, such as stomach issues, digestive issues, which is basically stomach issues, migraines, right? And also, of course, emotional diagnoses such as depression and anxiety. So please manage your stress. Find what you love to do and do it often. I say this often in all of my episodes. It's important to find your happy place. Because for you, I don't know what your happy place is, but for me, I know what my happy place is. My happy place is dancing. My happy place is giving. My happy place is sharing insight and supporting as many people like yourself on this podcast with information that can potentially change the trajectory of your life so you can live the best version of your life with joy, peace, and abundance. Because that's what we're supposed to do. Life is going to life. That's a given. But what I want you to understand that if you manage your stress and all of the other essential golden nuggets, and we're going to summarize, then you will begin to see results. So what are we saying? What am I saying, right? In conclusion, okay, I want you to look at you. Number one is being very conscientious of the food that you put into your mouth. Balanced diet, okay? Having 5 meals a day. Number two, hydration, drinking lots of water, half your body weight. Number three, exercise at least 4 to 5 times a week, okay? Not the 20-minute, okay? Unless you're doing like 100 burpees, that's a whole nother story, right? All right, but you want to get into a regular routine when it comes to exercise. You want to get enough sleep, number 4. And of course, number 5 is you want to manage your stress. So my friends, that's it. It's not rocket science, but I'm here to remind you that there are things that you can do to maintain a healthy weight and a healthy lifestyle. If you just focus on the top 5, as Dennis might say, my trainer, the top 5. If you don't focus on that top 5 every day, you'll begin to see no results. You'll begin to see no results. And so what is the empowerment assignment for today? You know, I give one every episode, particularly on these episodes, right? The empowerment assignment for today is I want you to start today. At least choose one. And by the ending of the week, you should have already done 5 of them, okay? Or the going into the next week. So start on one. Start getting enough sleep, 6 hours a day, okay? 6 hours or more. And then the second day, start drinking more water than you had been. Calculate that. How much do you weigh? Cut it by half. Those are your ounces. If you're working out, add 20 more ounces, okay? Managing your stress. Do not go to sleep angry. Do not go to sleep upset. Reduce that stress by doing something that you love. Like, so every day, add an additional task, right? And so by week's end, you should have already done 5. And now the goal is to do it all the time, all 5 of them every day. Okay, my friends, I'm super excited that we had an opportunity to really sit and engage and really enjoy the information. Why do I say enjoy? Because this is good stuff, right? This is good stuff and it's free. It's free. Okay. So I want you, if this information resonated with you, I want you to go to your favorite platform, whether it's Spotify, Amazon, Apple. I want you to hit the 5-star rating and leave a review on that platform, because what I know for sure is that you can totally support and help this initiative of emotional wholeness. And don't be a selfish person. Share this information. Share with as many people as possible, because the goal is to really change the world, right? And so with that said, I'm your girl, Natasha Paris, the empowerment strategist, the mental health therapist expert, and I am empowering you for greatness, because without greatness, there's no you, and without you, there's no greatness. So with that said, talk to you soon. Bye. If you are loving this content and our time together as we become empowered for greatness, and you want to connect with me more, I would love for you to come and check out my Self-Empowerment Scholars. It's my monthly empowerment sessions where we take all of the materials learned on the podcast and apply it and study it and take it to the next level. So join me over at Empower You, the letter U, 2, right? The number 2.com/join, or you can text the word empower to 571-4 571-464-6511. That's text the word empower to 571-464-6511. Also, if you've ever gained an ounce of wisdom or the episode resonated with you, I simply ask that you do 4 things. The first is I want you to subscribe right now if you have not done so already. The second is I want you to hit that 5-star button on your favorite platform. The third is I want to hear from you. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear how it has resonated for you. In addition, the last, I want you to share this message with someone. It allows us to spread the message of empowerment to those who are desperately in need. So I look forward to seeing you on the next episode, and I want you to be what? Empowered for greatness. See you soon. Bye.